She's a heartbreaker and she'll break your heart up nice. She's the great unknown, the kind you should leave alone. But I've had regrets much more than a few. It all ends the same way with deja vu. But of all my mistakes, you're still my favorite one. And I saw it coming way down the line. I knew in the end you'd never be mine. But of all my mistakes, oh, you'll be my favorite. La 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 la, la 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 la. Oh, you'll be my favorite. La 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 la, la 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 la. Before you know it, you've been demoted down to friend. You're just an uninvited guest who stays until the very end. You're like I was sinking like a stone. But I've had regrets much more than a few. It all is the same way with deja vu. But of all my mistakes, you're still my favorite one. And I saw it coming way down the line. I knew in the end you'd never be mine. But of all my mistakes, oh, you'll be my favorite. La 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 la, la 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 la. Oh, you'll be my favorite. La 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 la, la 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 la. Oh, you'll be my favorite one. Thank you very much. We're called Keywest. We're just two members of the band. Long story short, we've had 3 #1 albums here in Ireland, a platinum album and 5 #1 singles. We've had tens of millions of streams and 3 nominations in the Irish Music Awards. We decided to get out of our record deal after completing our 3 albums because we got fed up being ripped off by an industry that was getting worse, and we last year returned to playing on the street for the first time in a very long time, and it was a wonderful year. We sold out our tour, which was 8 weeks just gone. We've just come back from an 8-week tour, and now for this year we're going to travel around, busking around Ireland, the UK and Europe, and sell our tour for next year in Europe. Tickets start on sale from Monday next week of different shows that we have coming up. One of those dates we're very excited about will be Paris next year on Valentine's Day. Can I ask everybody to come in closer to us as well, because in order for us to have a show we need to have an audience, and in order to have an audience we need to have an audience. So if you come a little bit closer to us, plus there are very strict rules in Dublin, and if our audience is everywhere we are responsible for that and we get fined. So thanks so much for your time. This song is called Dream Stealers. It's a brand new song. It'll be released on April 26th. And it's about sort of capitalism, and it's about the industry that took advantage of us for so long. After this song, if anybody would like to support us and take away our music, our brand new album is called Anything But Normal. This album is not on Spotify. It'll never be on Spotify. In fact, next week we're taking down an old album off Spotify as well, because we finally got the rights back to it after fighting for it for a long time. And the reason for that is Spotify is about $4 for 100,000 streams. The record label takes 80%, management takes 20%, publishers take 50%. I'm sure you're doing the math on that already. And the way it's structured, generally speaking, by the time you're done your first album, for example, our first album was not only #1, it was platinum. It was #1 for a month. It was released the same day that Ed Sheeran released his second album, and it outsold Ed Sheeran's album here in Ireland for a month until we had no more stock. And we made precisely 0. In fact, when we finished that first album and had all that success, they told us that we still owed them 100,000. But they made a lot of money. And the reason that works, let's say you make $1 million, they take 800,000 first. And that's when they say, by the way, we spent 300,000 making your album, promoting it, manufacturing it, hiring all the different pluggers and promotion company, etc. you needed. So now we're going to take that back, meaning now you're in minus 100,000, despite the fact that they made 800,000 profit. That's how this works. So have a listen, see what you think. If you do want to take away the music, it is only 20 for all 3 of the albums. If you don't have a CD player, every single one of our albums has a password on it, and that password will give you access to the album to download it or stream it from our website. It's unlimited, it'll work on every device, it'll always work. That's how we're doing things going forward. Step one is we advertise the music on the street, and step two, hopefully, is you become part of what we're doing. When you're downloading it, you'll be asked if you want to input your city. If you do that, that's pretty much the most effective way to get a ticket to one of our shows going forward, because most of our shows sell out from the emails alone, and social media is really not that effective for letting you know when there's a show on. It's very good for viral videos, but a poster about a gig is not going to go viral. So the chances of you seeing it, unless you're checking in onto our page every day to see what we're up to, are actually very slim. So thanks so much for your time. Thanks for listening to us. The bag is totally free with the 3 albums as well. We want to give you as much value as we can. So that's 3 albums and a tote bag that says the best buskers in the world are made on Grafton Street, all for 20 in a city where it'll cost you 20 for 2 pints or 3 large coffees in Starbucks, of which there are 3 Starbucks on the street, in case you're wondering. Top and bottom, in case you don't come in at either entrance. If you decide to come in the middle, they'll catch you around here as well. So that's how many Starbucks we have. Wonderful. This one is called Dream Stealers. The thing my father used to like to say about money is it's anti-gravity. Everything else in life obeys the laws of gravity and goes downhill. Money flows uphill. And that's what this is about. Maybe 10 years old, my father sat me down and this is what he told me. Son, you only get what you give in this life, so keep your head in the books and out of the clouds. Old-fashioned work, never let anyone down. Be a good man, always stand up for something ain't right. But now I got debt up to my eyeballs, and I can't afford a house. I feel out of place. The world has changed since my father set me down, and I feel lost. I feel hopeless. I had plans, I had dreams, but they've been stolen. So what's the cost of this so-called progress? 'Cause it seems to me that families go homeless. Just dream stealers up on Capitol Hill. Dream stealers. For the man each day, do a maximum work and get a minimum wage, 'cause the poor man's cash only flows uphill. I drink whiskey to numb my brain, I take pills to fall asleep. It's the same old shit on a different day, about 7 days a week. And I feel lost, I feel hopeless. 'Cause I had plans, I had dreams, and they've been stolen. So what's the cost of this so-called progress? 'Cause it seems to me that families go homeless. They're just dream stealers up on Capitol Hill. Dream stealers. Dream stealers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Again, we're called Keywest. Thank you so much for stopping to listen to us. It's all original music that you're listening to here today. Please remember, we are just two members as well of a five-piece band, so we're doing our best to give you an idea of what the songs sound with just two of us instead of five, so we hope you'll take that with a pinch of salt. If you do want to take away the music, Glover is going to be available in between each song while I tell you a little bit about us, and if you don't mind, I'll tell you a little bit about us now. He does have a card machine as well. It is only 20 for all three of the albums, and they come with a tote bag as well, and they have passwords to download them. I hope you'll see the value in that, and please remember, we are not a store that you can come back and find. We get about 1,000 messages a week from people who go home and they start researching us anyway, and they end up becoming a fan, and it takes them a very, very long time to ever cross us again, because the chances of us crossing you twice on the street are almost impossible. A lot of people don't really do the math on that. In order for you to pass us again on the street, you would have to be in the same country that we are, in the same city in that country, on the same street in that city, at the same hour, on the same day, at the same time, with no rain at some point in the future. And those things generally don't line up twice. So thanks again for stopping to listen to us. This next song is a song called The Things I Wish I'd Done, and I'll tell you a little bit about us. But just before I do that, I'll tell you a little bit more about the band. As I said before, this guy's name is Glover, my name is Cav. So we go by those names because we're both Andrew. We've been friends since we were 6 years old. We've always known each other by our surnames. We started playing in bars when we were 14, and we took over to the US when we were 18. We started in Los Angeles, and we met the first two guys in the band pretty quickly in Los Angeles. We are a five-piece band. We met the first two guys in LA and the final member of the band in Key West in Florida. We then went back to LA, started busking on 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, and that led to us working with a producer called Mark Needham, who is one of the most successful music producers in history. He has produced some of the most famous albums, including the Mr. Brightside album for The Killers, Rumours for Fleetwood Mac, Wicked Game for Chris Isaak, Radioactive for Imagine Dragons. That led to us signing a deal, and since then we've had 3 number 1 album, platinum album, 5 number 1 singles, 3 nominations in the Irish Music Awards, tens of millions of streams. Our songs get played on the radio all over the world. We've had songs in movies and TV shows. A lot of people, they leave here, they go home, they listen to a couple of songs and they say, I already know that song, I just didn't know who sang it. And that's one of those things. Now that being said, we got fed up being ripped off. We had all that success and no money. We couldn't build lasting relationships. We couldn't save for a house. We were away for everything important. And I hated just not in my life anymore. I spent 90% of my life living in hotel rooms and tour buses, all for a few choice moments on stage or in the studio. And eventually that's not living. I like doing music, but as you get older you start realizing that you also want to live. So here we are. Thanks for stopping. After this song, if you want to support us in what we're trying to do, our new album is called Anything But Normal. It's not on Spotify. It's called Anything But Normal because you can probably tell by our demeanor and our songs and our stories that we're kind of fed up with normal. The new normal is a bit crazy. And basically, behind the CD here, there is a password, and that lets you download the album from our website to your phone. So this is a simple concept that we have. Step 1, we get onto the street and we advertise our music. So instead of you coming across our music by being bombarded on radio or TikTok or billboards or anything like that, we get one shot to win you over on the street. We play our songs. Step 2, if you take away the album and you decide you want to download it onto your phone, you'll be asked if you want to include your city, which means if you do become a fan, if you do start enjoying the music, if you do say to yourself, I'd like to go and see them live as a whole band one day, we'll be able to email you to let you know what city we're going to be in. Other than that, that's the only way pretty much you'll hear from us. A lot of people, they think they'll follow us on social media, but it doesn't work that way. So thanks again for stopping. This song is called The Things I Wish I'd Done. It's about an encounter I had when I was 15 years old. And before we get into this song, guys, can I ask everybody to come in much closer to our red line? They are very strict in Dublin City, and we have to endeavour to keep our audience halfway across the street, otherwise we get fined. So if you could just come into where this red line is, wonderful. So this song is called The Things I Wish I'd Done. When I was 15 years old, I worked down here at a shop called Clark's. It's a shoe shop. I was in the stockroom. I was on a midterm holiday, and that meant I was working all week. I came in on a Monday morning, and the bus was very full, being a Monday morning, and I gave my seat to an old man, and he started talking to me, and I forgot all about that encounter. And a few months ago, we were in a pub, and I saw a little boy give up his seat to an old man, and for some reason the memory of that bus journey came back, and I recalled a lot of what he said, and I understood what he said a lot better. So I told him he said we should write a song. This is that song. It's called The Things I Wish I'd Done. It's about that conversation I had on the bus with the old man when I was 15. I hope you enjoy it. And thanks again for listening. On a Monday morning, on the Dublin bus into town, that I offered up my seat to an old man so he could sit down. He smiled and said, they don't make them like they used to, and there's no respect among the youth for the older generation. It's a sad, sad revelation what the world is coming to. Wasting precious time. Heed these words of mine. Life goes by in the blink of an eye. That you're older and it's over. Time will fly like a bird in the sky. So be bolder, 'cause your time is much sweeter than honey. More precious than gold. It's worth more than money. So don't wait until you're old. You've just wasted on me up. Sing the songs I wish I'd sung, do the things I wish I'd done. Well, he told me of his childhood, his triumphs and his failures on the way, of his deep and boundless sorrow at the passing of his dearest wife, Sinead. Then he smiled and said, find someone who makes you laugh and live each moment like your last. Say I love you every night. Say I'm sorry when you fight and leave your anger in the past. And don't go wasting precious time. Heed these words of mine. Life goes by in the blink of an eye. Then you're older and it's over. Time will fly like a bird in the sky. So be bolder, 'cause your time is much sweeter than honey. More precious than gold. It's worth more than money. So don't wait until you're old. Youth is wasted on the young. Sing the songs I wish I'd sung, do the things I wish I'd done. Pressed the bell and said farewell, rose up from his seat, and then he said, wanna live your life, my lad, I hope that my advice will serve you well. 'Cause life goes by in the blink of an eye. Then you're older and it's over. Time will fly like a bird in the sky. So be bolder, 'cause your time is much sweeter precious than gold. It's worth more than money. So don't wait until you're old. Youth is wasted on the young. Sing the songs I wish I'd sung, do the things I wish I'd done. Thank you very much. Thank you. Again, we're called Keywest. Thank you so much for listening to us. This next song is a song called Stop the World. We have played 3 songs so far. We got 3 songs left, and that's how quick these hours pass. And that's the reason why we don't bring the whole band with us onto the street, because we don't have the time to move everybody around. So if you do want to take away the music in between the songs while I'm introducing the next one or talking about the band, please consider taking the opportunity to grab the music from us. Glover will be able to help you out. He has a card machine as well. Very important, if you don't have a CD player, Every single one of our albums here on the street has got a password that lets you download and stream the music from our website to your phone. Do you want the other side? If this new album here is not on Spotify, that's an important detail as well. It'll never be on Spotify, and we've got a new one coming out at the end of the year that also won't be on Spotify. We're trying to build something the old-fashioned way in a slow process. Now, it's very slow, but the wonderful thing is each engagement is very fulfilling. What happens a lot with social media is it's very easy to get a lot of people to sort of get on board with something, but it's very difficult to keep them there because the nature of it is if they were hyped to jump on your train, then they're going to be hyped to jump on someone else's train, thank you, very soon after, and you can't be hyped about everything all at once. So, generally speaking, there's kind of an arc. However, on the street, when you make a fan, when somebody takes away the album, you generally see them on a show down the road. And it sort of will keep on reoccurring, and the shows keep on getting bigger. We tried this in concept back in Liverpool. We started playing on the streets there, and we started like building our fan base. We sold out all venue the equivalent of Whelan's, and thank you. And that led up to us then selling 3 nights in a venue the equivalent of the Olympia Theatre. So it had moved up, so it does work, but it's hard to do. So basically, we said that we were done kind of getting ripped off by our label, the agencies and everybody else. We decided that we wanted to be an independent band that build our fan base the old-fashioned way. So that's what we've done. Every penny we earn goes into goes into recording music. Slip of the tongue there. So no, the truth is, right? Somebody coming up and buying our music from us, when you get the 2 albums on the bag, if we had pints at the end of the day, 10 pints each. I know that might seem a lot to some of you, but we are Irish. 10 pints each, right? That's basically 10 sales. So you can go through half of your day very quickly. Wonderful. Okay, so this next song is a song called "Stop the World," and it's about how mental the world has gotten. In my opinion, the world has gone a bit mad, right? And one of the things, the double-edged sword is social media. Obviously, we've got 3 phones here on us right now. That's social media. We have to use it, right? But what has it done to enhance my life? When social media first came out, it was a way for people to stay in contact with each other very easily. But now it's become a way to show off. And essentially everything that we put up is an effort to try and say, look at me, look at how great I am, and hope that everybody likes it. And if they don't, you feel bad about yourself and you try again. And so what does it give us? Increased narcissism, difficulty concentrating, thank you, anxiety, depression, God forbid suicide. The world's mad. This week alone, what are we looking at? The brink of World War III, somebody's running around New York punching people in the head. The boat drove into a bridge. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Take it with you. For him, yeah. So that's what this is about. It's called "Stop the World," and I hope you enjoy what we're doing. And if you'd like to be a part of something that isn't on the infrastructure, on the grid, maybe join us, because we don't plan on getting sucked into that world ever again. We're just about finished booking our tours for next year. It took us 5 months of negotiations to try and get the venues, because when you don't go through an agency, they don't want to deal with you. But basically next year, we're going to open up our tour with a show in Paris on Valentine's Day. We'll be in Brussels, we'll be in Amsterdam, we'll be in Scandinavia, so we'll be playing in Oslo, Copenhagen and Stockholm. We'll be in Hamburg, Hanover, Munich, Berlin, Cologne, Frankfurt. We'll be in Scotland, 2 shows in Scotland, a show in Wales, 14 shows in England. We'll be playing plenty of shows around Ireland, and we'll spend the next year travelling around, busking on the streets, trying to sell those tickets, emailing the people who we met last year about the shows. And this is how we'll do it, and we'll try and just grow it one step at a time. And it's hard work, but we'll see where it goes. Thanks again for stopping, thanks for listening. This song is called "Stop the World," and afterwards, if you do want to take away the music, Glover will be available to help you. He also has a card machine. Last thing I'm going to say, please remember, we're not a store that you can just come back and find. We get one chance to convince you to be a part of what we're doing. Nobody has ever regretted taking our music with them, but we get about 1,000 messages a week. This is no joke because we've played 3 times today already. We'll play 9, 10 times in the weekend to tons and tons of people, and we get about 1,000 messages from people who regret not taking the music because they can't get it anywhere else. So I'm confident you won't regret taking it, but you might regret not taking it because we won't get a second chance to give it to you. So I hope you'll just take a leap of faith. Thanks again for your time. This is called Stop the World. Just me, or does it seem like the whole world's gone crazy? It's free speech, hate speech, or can we agree to disagree? Overnight, price hikes, people will do anything for likes. The world's on fire and we still debate climate change. So stop the world and drop me off somewhere kids don't die in school and the rich don't own the news. Oh, stop the world and clock me out. We sold our soul for narcissism to become slaves to an algorithm. Telling jokes is how I cope with being broken. Getting older, drinking beer to drown my fear, to take the weight of the world off my shoulders. See the rich get richer and the poor divide. Black and white, left and right, keeps the main issues out of sight and out of mind. So stop the world and drop me off somewhere kids don't die in school and the rich don't own the news. Oh, stop the world and clock me out. We sold our soul for narcissism to become slaves to an algorithm. And I have never been a man of faith, but lately I've been praying. Maybe I just haven't got the brains to hear what these folks are saying. Self-diagnosed society, everyone's got ADHD. It's a symptom of technology. So stop the world and drop me off somewhere kids don't die in school and the world's not run by fools. So stop the world and clock me out. We sold our souls for pennies on the dollar and the devil stood abused because the currency he used was views. Cause we'll do anything for reviews. Oh. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Can I ask everybody to come in a little bit closer to us as well, guys, if you don't mind? And again, I do appreciate your time. I do appreciate you stopping to listen to us. If anybody wants to take away the music, pop on over here to Glover in between the songs, and I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about us as we progress. In the meantime, I guess I'll tell you a little bit about us now. Basically, my name is Cav, his name is Glover. We're two members of the band Keywest. We've had 3 #1 albums here in Ireland and a platinum album, and we decided to get out of our record deals as soon as we had the opportunity to do so, but unfortunately that took a long time. It was 3 albums later by the time we were able to leave, because there's no amount of legal help you can get out of a contract with a record company. They've been making those contracts for 100 years and they're ironclad, and you have to complete your obligation or just give up music. If you have a favourite band that has disappeared over the last few years and you're wondering where they went, it's because they're now a wedding band. And that is a decision we almost made as well, because that is the best way for bands to who don't crack through to the very high echelons to make a living. Thank you. Original music is very difficult to make a living in, so we decided to come out here in the streets, play our music and build a fan base. So that's what we're doing. We have probably 2 songs left now for the day. So, gotta pick a song to play. I had one in my head and I'm not really sure now. By the way, if you don't have a CD player, please remember every single one of our albums has got a password on it, and that lets you download and stream the music from our website to your phone. Thank you very much. It's only available off us on the street or at shows. We do not put the new albums not on Spotify, and we're not putting any more albums on Spotify. In fact, we're going to be taking some albums down as soon as we get the opportunity to do so. Thank you. Oh, she did. Oh, lovely. Okay, fair. All right. So we just have 2 songs left. Ryu, I presume we have some requests coming in.
Paradise. Yeah, we have Paradise. Have Something Beautiful. Didn't play today. Yeah.
Just throw them all at me.
Little Things. Look at You Now.
Okay. Wonderful.
All My Mistakes.
Yeah, we played that earlier. This song is called Something Beautiful. I think we'll do that one. Something Beautiful is from this album right here. It was nominated for Song of the Year in the 2017 Irish Music Awards when it was released. It was a #1 song. And thanks again for stopping to listen to us. And as I said before, if you do end up taking the music away, remember there is a download card. So basically what that looks like is behind the CD here, there's a password and a couple of instructions, and that will let you download the album onto your phone. That's the only way you can get it onto your phone. It's unlimited, so it'll work on every device. You can share with friends and your family. And also, when you're inputting it, you'll be asked if you want to let us know what city you come from. If you tell us that, we'll be able to notify you when we have a show in your city. Hopefully this rain doesn't stop. Every time today I've introduced this song, it has rained. This is the third.
Don't do it. Don't do
this
it.
is the 3rd time. I should have never mentioned that song. That's what's after happening now. What do you think, Ryu? Is that in?
It's gonna be the same than the last time, you know. But you have just 10 minutes. So if you wanna play now.
Yeah, but if it keeps going like this, we'll get electrocuted.
Yeah, you need a brolly.
Do you want to?
Did you say first?
Yeah. Do you want to put your bag on top of that?
This?
Yeah, on top of that collection there. I think we'll do Heaven is Wherever You Are. Change the song. All right. A long time ago, I met a girl. She worked in Swarovski at the bottom of the street, and we used to play across the street, and I really liked her, and I never had the confidence to talk to her. And in fact, she once did come out to talk to me. She came out to say that she really loved the song that we were playing, and as she walked away, in the creepiest voice possible, I said, "It's about you." I didn't do that. Don't be so shocked. Jesus. No. I only followed her home, actually, just to make sure she was safe. So, no, didn't do that either. Okay, so just to be clear, I did not stalk this girl. We went on a couple of dates, and we really liked each other, but we signed a deal in Los Angeles, and that meant that it wasn't going to work out, and I never saw her again. I often used to go into the shop to see if she was still there, but she wasn't. Turns out she became an air hostess on an airline for Dubai, and we were on a flight over to play a festival there, and I saw her again for the second time in 2021, I think, and we started going out. Now we're engaged to be married, and so it's this song is about that basically. It's the concept was she was the extra push I needed to leave the record label, leave my comfort zone, and try and chase after and reclaim a life. And that's what this song is. It's called "Heaven Is Wherever You Are." I sang this for my brother's wedding. It is not the other song, despite the rain hasn't stopped yet. For some reason, I thought when I changed song it would have stopped. It'll be our last song today, I reckon, folks. After this one, come over to us if you want to support us and take our music, and I hope you enjoy this. It's my mum's favourite, because my mum is a big sort of Motown fan, and this song is a little bit country and a little bit Motown. Every time you watch the news, because you're kind in every way, and you're blind to all of the hate. I'm a better man because of you. Oh baby, heaven is somewhere in the stars. Heaven is wherever you are. And I just wanna watch your daddy walk you down the aisle, and wake up every morning to those eyes. I wanna hear you say I love you every night, 'cause I thank God for every day you're in my life. We might have to stop 'cause it's raining. I think you're right.
You need
To the pool, but let's get dry.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, guys. If you do want to take away our music, come on over to us now. We're both available to help you out. And please remember, it is only 20 for all three of our albums together in the bundle deal. If Glover is busy, I can help you if you have cash, and Ryu can also help you as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.